G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to the 13th episode in the second season of the Man City Dream Team Career Mode series. If you do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. I can let you guys know that it's not going to be too much longer. With crappy face cam content, I've picked up this bad boy. Pretty excited to give it a crack. Today's episode is a pretty damn big one, some very important games. Our first leg of the Champions League round of 16 against Fenerbahce, and also the Capital One Cup final. Very interested to see how we do against Spurs in that game. So I know you guys are keen for it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into today's press conference. So the first question in today's press conference comes from Dexter Sylvester. He says, what were your thoughts on the way the team played against Crystal Palace? I was pretty happy. We were tied up at halftime, I do believe, but we showed a lot of fight and a lot of character. Jeez, I sound like Brendan Rodgers. We showed a lot of fight, a lot of character, as I said, to come back and really put in a good performance in that second half. Ended up running away with it 4-1, and we really showed why we are title contenders and why we are the dream team. BossTron5000 says, why were you wearing a Chevy shirt? I can't believe it. I didn't even realize. Last episode, I was wearing a shirt that had like Chevrolet and some other thing on it, and I did not even make the connection. That's pretty bad on my behalf. Of course, Chevrolet is the Manchester United sponsor. That is a dead set fail, and I'm freaking sorry about that. A lot of you guys got pretty worked up about it though, which was quite funny to read some of the comments. Aiden Paris says, after signing a new goalkeeper, do you think this team is complete? Would you consider this a super team? If not, what would you improve? I think this is a dream team. I think we've basically completed the dream starting 11. We just need to improve on a few bench players. I think if we could bring in some big name players like Luis Suarez to have rotational, like if we could rotate between Suarez, Aguero, Ronaldo, Messi, that would just be insanity. But overall, I think this team is amazing. And the final question in today's press conference comes from Matt Farmoose. He says, Coutinho wants more playing time. What will you do about this situation? As I said last episode, if players want starting 11 football, they need to fight for their place. If Coutinho wants to be a starting 11 centre attacking midfielder, he needs to show me on the field why he deserves this. It's as simple as that. I'll play the best performing players. Anyways, lads, that is going to conclude today's press conference. Make sure that you leave your questions down below. But let's get into the gameplay. The first leg of the Champions League round of 16 against Fenerbahce. So we are grabbing our passports and making a trip to Turkey, taking on Fenerbahce, the Champions League round of 16. So here is the tournament tree, some pretty difficult games. We've kind of been lucky with one of the more easier opponents, still going to be really tough, but at least it's not Real Madrid or Barcelona. So here is the Fenerbahce starting 11. Topal is in there. I think I saw, Robin Van Persie. Their front three is pretty damn dangerous. Nani, Van Persie, and Markovic. They got Ozan Tufan as well in the midfield. And then here is our starting 11. So a pretty strong starting 11. We've got a bit of a break between games now, so we can rock pretty strong sides. Neymar, Aguero, Messi up front. Bale giving him a crack at Cam. Free kick here, 23 yards out. I see you creeping forward the wall. But let's see if we can bang this in with friggin' Leo Messi. So Messi lining this one up. I'm going to take it just about there. Put that power on it. Don't know how much that is. That is way too much. Far out. Another free kick. Even closer. Can we make a better attempt? The wall pushes forward again, but I know how much power I need to put onto it now. I need to put about one bar. I'm going to go for that top right hand corner with Leo Messi. Come on, Messi. Put it about there. I think I put too much on it. Messi, just a little bit too much. They're through now. Lazar Markovic, former Liverpool man. He's running. He's straight through, but what a save from Adler. That's why we paid the big bucks for him. Nani on the attack for Fenerbahce. Going to Ozan Tufan. Long shot, but nowhere near. Bellerin going to Messi here. Messi trying to make some space. Some step over, some skills. Going to Bale. Bale cutting. Bale makes space. Bale shoots it. Bale scores his first goal for Manchester City. What a goal it was as well. Lionel Messi setting up the goods. Class finish and a 1-0 lead here. Valuable away goal as well against Fenerbahce. Gundogan going to Neymar. Can we get a second goal here? Neymar to Hector Bellerin. Bellerin through. Hit it, Aguero. That is 2-0. Just as I anticipated. This time it's Sergio Aguero getting on the end of a pretty scrappy goal. It is a goal nonetheless, and that is a 2-0 away advantage against Fenerbahce. Good tackle from Neymar. Can we get another opportunity here? It goes through to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, what can he do? Gareth Bale with space. Oh, he gets absolutely smashed in the box. It comes out to Arturo Vidal. He hits it, but it's well over. So it is a late corner here for Fenerbahce. Their keeper is up. I don't know why, because there's two legs. They get the header, and it just goes over. There it is, lads. That is full time, and that is a valuable advantage heading back into the second leg of this Champions League round of 16. A 2-0 advantage against Fenerbahce. Class performance from the lads. Very pleased. So a bit of change of pace here for the second game in today's episode. We are back at home, the Etihad Stadium, taking on West Bromwich Albion. Tony Pulis's men come here looking to pick up a few points and looking to take us back a bit in the league. So the current standings, we are in second, West Brom are in 8th. That is pretty impressive. They're trying to actually climb up the ladder. We're trying to catch up to Man United, only 5 points behind with 12 games remaining. So here is our starting 11 for today's game. Rene Adler in goals, of course. He's had a pretty good start to his Man City career. A bit of a rotational midfield. Del, Fernandinho, Coutinho all in there. Ronaldo, Sterling, and Sane are my front three. And here is the West Bromwich Albion starting 11. Weatherton is in goals. We all remember what he did in the first season. Who else do they have? They got Salomon Rondon, James McLean, or McLean, how you pronounce it, Darren Fletcher, Sessegnon. They got a half decent side. We have to be careful. Coutinho going there to Ronaldo, who's cutting. He's going through. Oh, it's still on. Delph going back to Ronaldo. Ronaldo hits it. What a goal! Cristiano Ronaldo and Fabian Delph combining to give us an early lead against West Brom. It's the first half, and all West Brom are doing is passing it around the back. And as I say that, they start to go forward. They're on the attack here, West Brom. Fortunas looking to get them back into this game. They go through there. They shoot and they score. Claudio Jakob. What a banger of a goal. Not much we could have done about that one defensively. There was a little bit too much space for him, but that is just pretty class. I don't know. I gave him a bit too much space there. Not much Adler could have done about that one. But we have a bit of a challenge now. 1-1. Free kick here for West Brom. The goal scorer, Jakob, whipping that one in there. Win the header. Oh, it goes back to Olsen. They shoot from distance. Straight at Adler, though. Sterling going into the middle there to Fabian Delph, who goes to Sane. Sane through to Coutinho. Coutinho shoots. Coutinho, what a save, Weatherton. Leroy Sane to take the corner here. We need to get back into this game. That one goes to Delph. Delph off the crossbar. Straight back out there to Sterling, who goes to Fernandinho, trying to get into a shooting position. Going to Coutinho. Coutinho cutting. No, he goes to Sane. Sane hits another save. So yet another corner here. Coutinho to whip this one in. Too close to the keeper. But it goes back out to Fernandinho. They're just passing it around. If we can get a quick tackle and hit them on the counter attack. There we go. Here's the opportunity. Sterling. I see you, Ronaldo. No, go to Ronaldo. They've got a lot of players back, but it is Cristiano Ronaldo. Nutty's the guy. Ronaldo back there. Go on, Delph. Delph hits it. What a shit finish. We're in stoppage time here, and all they're doing is passing it around the back to one another. Sterling. Oh, far out. Free kick. Come on. Here we go. One last opportunity. No, the referee blows the full-time whistle. Very disappointing result here. Freaking West Brom's only attacking opportunity, really, in this game ends with a goal, and it is a 1-1 draw. We needed to do better. Not happy. And the final game in today's episode is definitely the biggest one so far. We have the opportunity to start the treble journey, really. The Capital One Cup final. Can we go back to back, taking on Spurs for the second time in this series? Here is the tournament tree. We did defeat Stoke 2-0 in the semis. They did defeat Crystal Palace 2-1. They've had a pretty tough trip to the final. So here is our starting 11 for this Capital One Cup final. Our strongest possible starting 11. However, I have put Otamendi instead of Boateng, as Otamendi's been in amazing form lately. And here is the Spurs starting 11. So they've got Eriksen, Kane, the big guns are all there. Michel Vorm is their keeper, as Hugo Lloris moved to Real Madrid. They got Moussa Dembele in the midfield as well. Going to Vidal. Vidal to Alba. Jordi Alba cutting around. Can we get an early opportunity? It's Gareth Bale. He goes to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo nutties the guy. Vidal hits it, blocked, and we get the free kick. One of you guys in the comment section did tell me to take free kicks with Gareth Bale. I'll give it a crack here. Bale, 21 yards out, hits it, just deflected by the wall. Gundogan to whip this one in. Here he goes. Going there. Get your header on it, Otamendi. Punched away. Win that one, Bellerin. Good stuff. Bale. Keepers off his line. Oh, Gareth Bale. Almost just scored a wonder goal against his former club. Going to Leo Messi. Leo Messi to friggin' Ronaldo, who goes to Bale. Bale cutting. Bale shoots. Bale scores and gives us the lead here against Spurs in the Capital One Cup final. His former club, what a rocket of a strike, and already I think Gareth Bale has proved that he is better than Thomas Muller was. What a freaking goal. I tried to not celebrate there, but I did the wrong celebration. 1-0 in the Capital One Cup final. He goes there to Gareth Bale. Oh, Bale holds on to it. Bale, I see you pointing, Gundogan. Get there, Gundogan. Just a bit too much on it. I have to go for it with Ronaldo. 37 yards out. I'm going to go for the knuckleball here. Ronaldo, 37 yards out. Knuckleball. Oh, that almost down the top left. Eric Lamela on the attack. His fellow Argentine teammate Otamendi up against him. Getting straight past him. He gets straight past freaking Bellerin. Running rings around us. Dembele almost made us pay. They're on the attack here, Spurs, looking to get back into this game. Vimmer goes to Kane, and he puts it just wide. Neymar going to Gundogan. Gundogan back out to Neymar. Come on, Neymar. I see you, Bale. We're going to go to Bale, who's going to go back to Neymar. Neymar, put it to bed. No, what a save from Vaughan. Messi. Oh, I should have shot first time. Bale, though, make the tackle. Someone. Oh, that was an absolute shambles. Danny Rose on the attack. Going over the top. Well done, company, but it falls back. They got an opportunity. Eric Lamela, what a tackle, Jordi Alba. Son is almost out of stamina for Spurs. They're looking. They go into the area. Eriksen, what a clutch save from Rene Adler. He gets there again. Yes, mate. That is why we paid so much freaking moolah for you. There it is, lads. We hold on, and we are going to be crowned Capital One Cup champions for the second time in 2 seasons. Once again, we defeat Spurs. Quite a comfortable victory up until probably the last 10 minutes or so. We were absolutely on top of Spurs. They had a good crack at the end, but some clutch goalkeeping from Rene Adler sees us lift the trophy. I'll let you guys take in the scenes, enjoy it, and I'll speak to you in a second.
Shorty got a one-track mind. Want go just a couple more times. Want smoke just a couple more times. Want blow just a couple more lines. Me, I'm just on my mission. All black, everything politicking. I'm just painting, but I want y'all to listen. But my choice can determine my decision. Look what I'm rocking, they looking and talking. Flow is like butter, I cook with it often. No satisfaction, I'm needing it more. All of this action, I'm keeping it raw. I came to work, they came to party, though all by myself. Calling McCartney, flow, open your mind. Look at my moves. What do you see when you look at my shoes? They don't see all of the walking it took to blossom from being a pawn to a rook and beyond. All black and I'm calm. King boy from here. See when you look at me now, everyone looking, they looking around. Ever since I put a foot on the ground, been in the kitchen, I'm cooking it down. What do you see when you look at me now? Everyone looking, they looking around. Ever since I put a foot on the ground, been in the kitchen, I'm cooking it down. One track mind, wanna roll with the squad, get fly. Wings up on an all black eye. When it's done, meditate all night. Shorty got a one track mind, wanna go just a couple more times.
So So fellas, I think that is the perfect way to conclude today's episode. I'm going to start doing 4 games per episode from the next episode onwards, trying to wrap up this season before FIFA 17. But anyways lads, if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Make sure that you check out my social media links, my Twitter, my Instagram, both of those linked down below. But most importantly fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.